been jumping. Ask about me in the street, nigga, I been getting money. 4 cell phone, 3 routes, try doing numbers. Sell summers, a couple hiccups, but nigga no bum. See, I try to motivate these niggas, but they rather hate. Nigga rather beef about some bitch than go get some pay. Spent 100 out the streets, I ain't competing, I'm making plays.
Hey y'all, I just want to tell y'all something, because some people are still under the assumption that you need sleep to survive. People like my dad, people like the doctors and all the nurses. And I've already told them, man, like that respirator is not helping me. Yeah, it helps me to sleep, but I don't need to sleep all the time. What if I want to stay up? What if my mission's more important than sleeping? What if they're just doling my edge every time I take that shit? Help me to not be emotional, yes, but when I'm not emotional, what I do? I'm not sympathetic towards people's plights. I can't feel their pain. I can't cry for them. That's what they want me to be. They want me this emotionless person, a robot, essentially. And I'm not a robot. I'm not AI, okay? I feel emotion just like everyone else. I just learned how to process it in the right way. And it's not bad to feel rage. It's bad to feel hatred. Because what does it say in the Bible? Don't let the sun go down on your rage, on your anger. That means when you feel that anger, that's valid, okay? When people hurt you, it's valid to feel angry. But you don't have to turn it on them. You don't have to waste your energy on them. You don't have to let that stay inside of you and birth hatred. You use that fuel when you get it, before it becomes hatred. So it's not that you can't feel angry, okay? You just learn to use it on yourself rather than other people. That's what stops it from becoming hatred. And then once you feel their pain that they go through, now that they're actually going through the same thing as you, because now they don't have you in your life for you to buffer all their hatred and suffering. Now they have to deal with the suffering themselves, and now it's unbearable for them. It's not your fault. You didn't do nothing wrong if you're a chosen one, right? If you just decided you want to walk away from the equation entirely because the equation was fucked up and it wasn't balanced, that's not your fault. You saw that the equation wasn't balanced because they were applying more force than was necessary. Yes, their force is necessary, but only when you apply it to yourself. When you apply it to other people, that's what makes the imbalance. When you divert the blame to other people, when you divert the responsibility to other people, guess what? Now you're imbalanced. And that's what other people did to me. They wanted to make me the villain because I wanted them to improve. What does that mean for them? That means they don't have the clarity to know the difference between improvement and sabotage. They think sabotage is improving someone. No, it isn't. You all you know is how to destroy. You don't know how to build. I know how to create, all right? Anyone can destroy. Anyone can go around and destroy a building, right? Think about it. You can destroy a building all you want. But the thing is, if somebody comes back up and they start building a foundation on it, every time you destroy it, guess what? They just build it back stronger. They don't care like if you're destroying it or not. They go to keep building it either way. That's what I did. I didn't care when you was destroying my foundation because I realized that foundation had flaws that needed to be built back up. And every time you did, you just gave me more bricks for my empire. And again, I never took the credit for myself. I never got prideful because I realized pride is an illusion. I always give the credit to God. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without God. In fact, I don't even take the glory because again, why would I need that? What is the purpose of me being prideful in this situation as if I wanted y'all to suffer? No, I wanted you to suffer righteousness, but I didn't want you to suffer for your regret. The regret in the decision to not rise with me when I gave you a hand. I gave you that hand so you wouldn't have to walk yourself, man. Because sometimes y'all motherfuckers avoid walking so much, but now you have to walk yourself. I could have been that supporter. That supporter that would always be there for you. Always help you when you need help, right? Because everybody does need help. Regardless of how strong you may think you are. Just think about it, man. If I didn't have the help from God, would I be able to do this? No. That's why I give God the credit. The spirit within me. Because without that energy that he gives me, I would be nothing. He has provided all that for me. in subtle ways. Just the very fact that he gave me this coffee, man. No, you take for granted that, don't you? You take for granted all the times you have that provision. That provision to just keep going. Because you think that it's too much for you to handle that. Right? When you take that energy and then you get panic attacks, you try to blame me too. Like I made you drink that coffee. No. The thing is, I drink coffee. It doesn't mean everyone has to, okay? You don't have to drink coffee if it makes you have panic attacks. I know how to deal with panic attacks, so I don't care if I get a panic attack. I already know how to deal with it. Some people don't. Some people think, oh, well, if they just try to copy me, they'll be me. No, it's not about copying me. It's not about doing anything I do. I already told you, find your own lane. Find your own destiny. Find your own purpose. My purpose is my own, all right? And I don't expect anyone to compete against me because they won't. A lot of them don't even try to compete. They act like they do because they did one rep. Okay, well, one rep is not going to get you where I am. It's just not. So you can act like you're superior all you want, but doing one rep is not good. Like, if you start doing many, many reps, like I said, as much as I do, then yeah, you could beat me. But again, I don't expect anyone to be on that level because they have other things in their life that are more important. They got a job, they got responsibilities, they got a family. I don't have that shit. That's what allows me to do all this shit. So you really want to be me, you're going to have to take on that responsibility about being by yourself, being in isolation, struggling so fucking hard because that's what created me. It wasn't through luck. It wasn't through circumstances that were perfectly aligned in just the right way. No. There was times where it was all fucked up, the alignment, but there was little bits of that hope